Dear students, hopefully you understand previous lecture which is about the globe and map part 2. Dear students, in previous lecture we have learned about maps, type of maps, scale, statement scale and bar scale. We have learned about 3 types of maps and its uses. First one is physical map, political map and population map. We have also learned about scale. Tell me, what is scale? Yes, very good. The scale used is to shown on each map so that actual distances and sizes can be calculated. Scales are shown in the form of a statement or a bar. Next one is statement scale. What is statement scale? On some maps, scales are explained in the form of numbers or words, such as 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. In actual ground, it's called statement scale. Bar scale. What is bar scale? Scale on a map can also be shown by a bar divided into 4 equal parts. If an area is about 1000 kilometers, the bar scale divides it to 4 equal parts of 250. In a map, 1 centimeter is represent 250 kilometers on the ground. Dear students, hopefully you have complete concept of previous lecture. Today we will start our next unit number 3, our past and our present. And our first topic is calendar. Dear students, the objectives of today's lesson are students should be able to differentiate between the solar and lunar calendars, define a decade, a century and a millennium. Now I move towards our first topic, which is on page number 33 and our unit number 3, our past and our present. Today's our topic is calendars. When human civilization began, farmers needed a calendar that would fix the dates for the beginning and the end of the different seasons of the year so that crops could be planted and harvested on time. Today, we need calendars to record our scheduled events and to plan productions and deliveries of goods and services. For this purpose, Pakistan and most other countries of the world use the solar or Gregorian calendars. The Islamic lunar calendar is also used in Pakistan and other Muslim countries. Do you know the date on the Islamic lunar calendar when Pakistan came to being was 27 Ramzan 1368 Hijri? Dear student, there is a picture of an Islamic calendar and also a Gregorian calendar are there in your book textbook page number 33. Now dear student, move towards our next topic, which is on page number 34. How the lunar and solar calendars are different. In the solar calendar, the year is based on the number of the days the Earth takes to make a complete orbit of the Sun, which is 365 full days and an extra quarter day each year. At the end of every fourth year, after 4 years, a whole extra day is added to the month of February to make the calendar consistent with the Earth's orbit. These years of 366 days are called leap years. There are 28 days in the month of February, but in a leap year there are 29. What is the difference between normal days of February and a leap year? In the normal year, there are 28 days in the month of February. But in the leap year, there are 29. The Islamic lunar calendar is based on the number of the days the moon takes to make one complete orbit around the earth, which is 29 days, the actual times between two new moons. Now, dear student, look at our next topic. A decade, a century, and a millennium. A decade is a period of 10 years. When we talk about 2 decades, we mean 20 years and so on. A century is a period of 100 years. When we say that we are living in the 21st century, it means that we have passed 20 sets of 100 years. 1 century, according to the Islamic calendar, means 100 lunar years have passed since the hijrah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ from Makkah to Medina. A millennium is a period of 1000 years. When we speak of 2 millennium, it means 2000 years and so on. Dear student, look at the timeline below, which is on the page number 35. The timeline below may make these concepts easier to understand. 1st century and 2nd century. AD 10, a decade, is consists of 10 years, 50 years, 5 decades, 100 years, 10 decades, and also 1 century. 20 decades mean 2 centuries. Dear students, today we are learn about calendars. A calendar that will fix the dates for the beginning and each of the different seasons of the year. Solar calendar. The Islamic lunar calendar is used in Pakistan and other Muslim countries. Then we learn about how the lunar and solar calendars are different. In the solar calendar, the year is based on the number of the days the earth takes to make a complete orbit of the sun. In the Islamic lunar calendar, is based on the numbers of the days the moon takes to make one complete orbit around the earth. Then we'll learn about a decade, period of 10 years, a century, a period of 100 years, and a millennium, a period of 1000 years. Dear student, the success criteria of today's lesson are differentiate between two calendars. Read the timeline correctly. Assignments of today's lesson are write the meaning of any 5 difficult words from pages 33 to 35. Also learn spellings of difficult words. Draw a timeline to understand the decade, century,